Hello, welcome back to Portugal Muse in central Portugal. It's really lovely weather here at the moment. We've got a high of 25 degrees today. The weather is considerably cooler than it has been. We've had temperatures of highs of 35, but just in the last 2 weeks it's lowered maybe sort of 10 degrees. So it's still really beautiful, really gorgeous here, blue skies, it's warm, but it's not really hot where it's so hot you just can't do anything and you just need to be by a river beach or a swimming pool. So at the moment it's really lovely weather for being outside, being in the garden and working on the vegetable garden. So I've neglected the vegetable garden quite a bit over the last few weeks. We've been quite busy. Summer in Portugal is a lot more sociable. We socialise quite a bit more in the summer. Everybody's out having a good time. There's been a lot of parties and a lot of festas where there's music until 4 a.m. So yeah, we've been having a good time. And also, yesterday was a fantastic day for us because our channel finally monetized. So we've joined the YouTube Partner Program, which means if you like, comment, and subscribe, and we get plenty of views on the channel, it means that YouTube pays us, which is amazing because we started the channel ages ago now. And we've spent a bit of money on it as well. So you've got to spend a bit of money on equipment, although we've not spent much. We've just bought things like cheap tripods. I use my camera phone for filming, and then also you have to pay for editing software and music. So for example, you'll get a bit of free music you're allowed to use, but if you want any good music you've got to pay for Epidemic Sound or some sort of program. We use Epidemic Sound and it's just over €130 for the year. So we have invested a little bit in the channel, so it'd be really nice to make some money off of YouTube. And then if the channel gets really big and we get lots of views, it would mean that Dave could take a few more days off a week maybe from building, and he could get on with renovating our house here, and we'd have a bit more money to spend on renovating the house, which would be much more interesting content, because I know that's the sort of content viewers want to see, especially in central Portugal, because of a lot of the people that move here, we buy houses that need a significant amount of work doing on them. So if we can watch YouTube channels that help us, especially if you're watching a professional builder, I think that makes for really good content. So yeah, if you can like, comment, subscribe, share this channel with your friends and your family, that would be fantastic. So yeah, we had a few drinks last night. We celebrated. I'm a little bit groggy today, but nothing being outside in the garden won't fix. So I definitely want to get on with the vegetable garden, the weeding. There's a little bit of TLC to do for the soil. I bought a big bag, well, Dave bought a big bag of compost. So I want to work a bit more compost into the soil. And then I'm going to plant carrots directly into the soil. I was given some fantastic tips on growing autumn and winter vegetables from our viewers. So thank you for helping me, because it's my 5th year of gardening and I've still got so much to learn. But every year it's getting more interesting, it's getting easier. I think I'm getting better, and definitely doing the YouTube channel and getting help from our viewers and advice has helped massively. So today we've got 4 fig trees in our garden, and all the figs are getting really ripe now, and they're so ripe they're like bursting open. You can see in here, yeah, so the figs are massive and they're ready to be picked. So I can eat them fresh like this, just like delicious fruit to eat fresh. But I also make cakes with figs. I eat figs fresh like this with cheese. But my favourite thing to do with figs is to make jam, so fig jam, and I also like to make a fig chutney. Um, so I'll do like a winter spice mix for the chutney, and I find that that goes really well with cheeses. And if we can try try and not eat it all, it's lovely to have fig chutney in the winter, in the autumn as well when it starts getting colder, but definitely in the winter where we'll get a really nice bottle of port and we'll buy gorgeous local cheeses, and then we've still got our fig chutney left over, which is the flavours of the end of summer, preserved for the next 2 seasons. So in today's vlog, I'll show you how I pick all the figs, how I assess which ones are ready, which ones aren't, what variety of fig this is. So I'm pretty sure this is a honey fig. So they don't tend to go like purpley black, although this one's started to. They're ripe when they're green, but it's just a case of like feeling them. And then obviously when you cut them open, you can see if they're ripe and if they're ready. And then I'll wash the figs and I will boil them with sugar and spices, and put them in sterilised jars and preserve the chutney for winter. And hopefully hopefully we won't eat all the chutney in the autumn, we'll save some for winter. um, and that's really nice, that time of year when it starts getting really cold and a little bit miserable, and you can just enjoy an evening with a bottle of port, some local cheeses and some fig chutney. So the cheese that I like the most I buy from a woman that makes goat's cheese, and she sells her cheese once a week in the farmers market in Espanol in our village. And I'm going to do another vlog where I show what we buy locally, so what we buy from the local farmers that sell their produce at the Espanol market, which is once a week every Sunday, and then there's a more international market once a month, which is called the local market. I'll show you that as well, and I'll show you our local shops as well in another vlog when I've got a bit more time. So we've got this tool that I could use to get the figs down from much higher up. So you pull the string and it chops off usually branches. So I use it to cut the orange tree, but I found I can use it to chop off figs that I can't reach using the ladder. So all the best figs are much higher up. So I found that I can use this tool to chop off the higher figs. Okay, so I've just finished picking all the figs. I'm really happy with the sheer amount I managed to pick. So there's quite a lot in there, and they're really juicy and really ripe. They're literally bursting open because they're so ripe. So I think they're going to be delicious, and I'm really looking forward to making a chutney out of them. I also picked just one orange from the orange tree because I'm going to make the chutney with like a winter spice mix. So I'll use the zest of an orange, and I think that'll work really well. I've never made it before. It's an experiment, but I think that should be nice. So yeah, I'm just going to go and wash them now, and I'll cut them up into quarters, and then I've got a big saucepan that I do all my sauces and stuff in. I got it from Macro. So yeah, I'll chop them all up, and the rule is, from what I can see from all the different recipes I've looked at, weigh the figs once you've gone through them all, checked them all, washed them, and then weigh them. So however much your figs weigh, you put half that of sugar, and that's pretty much the whole ingredients. So I'll let you know how I get on. didn't buy anything specifically for making this. I'm just using of whatever I've got. So I had brown sugar, like demerara sugar, and I had a quarter of sugar to the ratio of figs. And I'm pretty sure everyone I've looked at their recipe said it was like half. But then I'm thinking the figs have probably got like a lot of natural sugars in them anyway. And maybe it's just a case of like cooking it for longer so that it sets. Because yeah, I'm not going to go out and buy sugar. I think it'll work. What, you know, worst case scenario, it doesn't work, and I use it as some sort of syrup. Same with the spices and stuff that I've got. I haven't got all the winter spices, but what I've got, I'll use. I'm not really going to measure stuff, but I find that mustard seeds are always really nice in chutneys. So I'm going to put the rest of this jar of mustard seeds in. I'll use that for something else. And then this is cinnamon. So I'm thinking not too strong. Maybe like a level tablespoon of cinnamon. If I had fresh ginger, I'd use fresh ginger. Just got some jar stuff. I'm thinking not as much of the ginger. Maybe like a tablespoon. And then if I had fresh lemons, I would use fresh lemons, but I don't. A bit of that in. Maybe like 2 tablespoons. And then I've got canela cinnamon sticks. So I'll put a few of them in because it'll look pretty as well. Maybe 1, 2, 3, 4. They're only little ones. And then I've got fresh nutmeg, so I'm going to grate some nutmeg in, which will definitely give it that winter spice sort of flavour. And then I'm going to zest the orange. I'm going to put some vinegar in. This is white wine vinegar. If I had apple cider vinegar, I'd put apple cider vinegar in. It's like 3 glugs. And then I'm going to put in some salt. And some pepper. And then I'm going to put that on the highest heat, number 6. I'll keep turning it, and then once it starts like boiling, I'll put it on like halfway, like so it's on number 6. I'll put it on number 3, and I'll put the lid on top. And then probably leave it for like an hour, and then come and check on it. I've just decided I'm going to put a little bit of water in as well, just so it doesn't like burn and stick to the bottom. Okay, so this has been bubbling away now for about 2 hours and I think it's ready. It looks really jammy. Normally it would take like an hour, but I think because we use the natural sugars of the figs, it took 2 hours. So this is a sterilized jar. Try and pour the chutney in there without making too much mess. I might have to make a mess and then just tidy up afterwards. Just going to leave a little gap at the top. And then the rest I'll put in some Tupperware. So I won't close the lids because I need to let it cool down. I'll just clean the sides. I've made a mess. So there we go, finished. Just need to let that cool down with the lid open. And yeah, I made loads. So that massive big jar and that Tupperware container. So that should last us. Hopefully we'll try and keep some for winter. But I might just get some more jars because there's definitely more figs coming. But yeah, I'm really happy with that. I tasted it and it tastes really lovely. So I've made fig chutney before, but I've not made fig chutney with winter spices like mulled wine spices. And what I tasted was just really beautiful, and I think it'll go really well with like cheddar, brie, and Portuguese cheese. So there's a shop in Rabassal that's also a cafe. So I'm going to go and get some cheeses from there as well. And some crackers so we can have cheese, crackers and figs and fig chutney. So yeah, really happy. Hope you enjoyed this week's vlog. If you did enjoy it, please hit that thumbs up, give us a like, add a comment because the comments are really always like well received. I really appreciate people when they comment and just give me their recipes, and we share ideas and we share knowledge and information. It's a fantastic platform for that. And yeah, if you want to keep watching and you don't want to miss an episode, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And Dave and I will see you next week. Take care. Bye.
Been looking forward to these. Look. Tom's all getting excited. He thinks he's getting some. Oh, look, here they all come, scrounging. I can't get it in my mouth. Look, they know I dropped stuff.
So
wow, that's lovely.
Which one are you having, the Portuguese cheese or the cheddar?
Cheddar.
Okay.
I didn't know there was 2 different cheeses here.
Yeah, so that one's cheddar. Oh, Tom does loud. So there's cheddar and then there's the Portuguese cheese. So how's the chutney?
It's gorgeous.
Yeah?
Really tasty.
Does it taste figgy? So I used less sugar, so there was only like quarter sugar as opposed to half. Tom, that's loud. Nah.
You can't have cheese anyway, it makes you sick.
Yes, Tom's lactose intolerant. Tom, to the man.
Good boy.
Yeah, Tom can't have cheese. Well, dogs can't have cheese, but
Well, the other 2 do.
Bran and Griff seem to really enjoy cheese. But none of them
the other one now.
None of them are supposed to have it. So
Which one? What cheese is this then?
it's just the cheap Portuguese cheese, the one that begins with F. I can't remember what it's called.
Flamenco.
Is that what it's called?
Really nice.
Cool. I was saying like we'll have it in winter if we can save some. I'll make some more, but we have it with port and like really nice Portuguese cheeses.
I think it goes better with the vintage mature cheddar.
Yeah, stronger flavour cheese.
Yeah, works well.
So I said about the lady in Espinal that sells the goat's cheese, and I thought that would go really well.
Yeah. Well, excuse me.
Happy?
Very happy. That's really nice.
Cool.
Well done. That's definitely a success.
Cool. Thank you, darling.